Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about Jake Paul slams LeBron James for having DoorDash Driver in Lakers. I clearly haven't said this enough times, but DoorDash and all of these gig apps are an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal. It's never the goal. So obviously you would be working towards whatever goal or ambition you may or may not have, depending on what you're looking to achieve. However, in this case, it looks like some ambitions were being slammed, as per a lot of ambitions. But with any ambition you have, there's going to be people that are against you. And this story coming through my Google alerts was actually something I thought was worth mentioning. So with that said, I want to go over what is going on in this thing I got on Google alerts. I don't even know how to describe it. How it actually is for DoorDash drivers, gig workers, and their potential long-term goals and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Jake Paul discussed the Los Angeles Lakers and their newest addition on the most recent episode of BS with Jake Paul prior to his bout with Anderson Silva on October 29th. So in case you guys don't know, Jake Paul is a famous YouTube personality. He's gotten into boxing. He's gotten into a bunch of different things, including podcasting. Then he decided to talk about the LA Lakers on his podcast, I guess. Matt Ryan, a former DoorDash driver who worked at cemeteries, was recently hired by the Lakers. Paul was surprised to learn that Ryan had joined the league as a recruit. You'd be surprised how many DoorDash drivers are only using DoorDash as an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal. And it seems like now that long-term goal was joining the LA Lakers. So good for Matt Ryan for achieving his dream. I don't know what deserved to get ridiculed by Jake Paul on this subject, but let's see. Paul mocked the Lakers' choice, despite claiming he had nothing against DoorDash drivers or that it wasn't the case that they couldn't be athletic. Oh, it has nothing to do with the fact that he's a DoorDash driver. There's not a world of discrimination against DoorDash drivers, right? What a way to cover up the concept that you have a personal problem with gig workers by using that as a cover against what you honestly believe. He said the LA Lakers are effing 0-3. Wow. They have a DoorDash driver on their effing team. They picked up a DoorDash driver off of TikTok videos and put them on their goddamn team. Okay, well, first off, who are you to judge where they get their team members from? Second, if you got a problem with it, why don't you join the team and actually do something? And probably more importantly than all of that, if anybody said this about YouTube personalities, they would have their heads cut off. But because the DoorDash driver, people are backing him up like it's a goddamn cult or some crap. Paul claimed that the present Lakers team was most definitely not the team to aim for if the Lakers were to surpass the excellence attained by the Bulls in the early 1990s. This seems like they're trying to bring up the point of how LeBron James is trying to be the next Michael Jordan. But that doesn't automatically assume that the DoorDash driver or somebody who was once a DoorDash driver were to actually achieve something in their life. Do you know how many stories there are about criminals getting their life together only for them to become this successful person? And the same thing can be said about a YouTuber going into mixed martial arts. Oh wait, that actually is happening. So why can't it be the case for a DoorDash driver? Like, seriously. Why are we judging people based on their past or how they managed to get onto the team? The problem child was not pleased with the Los Angeles Lakers' current lineup. And in case you don't know, the problem child is another name for Jake Paul. And honestly, who are you to judge on that? Like, again, are you the owner of the LA Lakers? Why don't you do something about it? This is the NBA, people. Nothing against DoorDash drivers. I'm not saying DoorDash drivers can't be athletic, but I'm saying this is the Los Angeles effing Lakers. And you'd be surprised how many people who are on DoorDash, who are working on DoorDash to pay their bills while they're looking to achieve a goal like practicing for basketball, trying to be a professional player, or trying to start a business. Do you know how many content creators are DoorDash drivers or gig workers in general? Uber Eats, Uber, Lyft, Instacart, the list goes on. But here this guy comes in just bashing on somebody who drove for DoorDash at a period of time in his life. Honestly, I'm more disappointed in Jake Paul's criticisms than this entire thing. Like, forget LeBron James trying to be the next Michael Jordan for a second. He's just trying to blame somebody for their past. That's ridiculous. LeBron James is trying to prove that he is better than Michael Jordan is. This is the team you want to build? What the F, Los Angeles? Paul added, exclaiming. So this doesn't even seem like this is about the LA Lakers anymore. It seems like it's more about LeBron James and Jake Paul crying about DoorDash drivers than it is about the betterment of the Los Angeles Lakers. And unfortunately, they're actually taking in the concept that LeBron James is basically the centerpiece of all of this. Ryan, the Lakers' newest hire, performed several jobs to supplement his income. He maintained the lawn and cleaned up the cemetery's grounds. According to rumors, James may have been insistent when it came to signing Ryan. So if this is somebody that LeBron James wanted, who are you to judge? So he got a rough start. Who else hasn't had a rough start coming into a new opportunity? This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. Honestly, I don't know whether this is clout chasing or if this is just an overall criticism against DoorDash and DoorDash drivers. Or even if this is about the LA Lakers or LeBron James. Is there a point to be said that any team that has LeBron James on it is going to be beholden to LeBron James, just as the nature of NBA is right now? Yes. Honestly, who cares if he was found on TikTok or whatever? Justin Bieber was found on YouTube before Dre ended up bringing him in. Do you know how many people were found on social media? Do you think they all just were doing amazing things before they were on there? Not necessarily, no. They were doing things to supplement their income until they eventually made it. DoorDash is one of the best opportunities to do that. Heck, how many times do you think Jake Paul was criticized for being a boxer when he was a YouTuber? Probably a lot. So isn't this just the pot calling the kettle black or something? Because honestly, I'm really disappointed in how this turned out. Now look, whether LeBron James brought him in and was insistent on bringing him in, doesn't matter. If he has actually somebody he wants on his team, who cares? At the end of the day, he's using his influence to bring someone in. What difference does it make to you? Honestly, enough's enough with criticizing people based on their past. Who cares if he was a DoorDash driver? Let him do what he wants. And if he has earned a place in the NBA, he's earned it. Get over yourself. Whether it was through another person or whether it was through hard work and determination or a combination of both, it really doesn't matter. Unless you're gonna actually buy the Lakers and fire him yourself, stop criticizing somebody based on their past. If you're the kind of person who's also using DoorDash as an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal, this is a great example of somebody throwing hate and shade at somebody else simply for doing something outside of the box. No one would have thought of a DoorDash driver being in the NBA. No one would have thought a great YouTuber coming from DoorDash and then expanding into other things. No one ever thought of a DoorDash driver being a filmmaker or being an engineer or whatever. But the fact of the matter is DoorDash is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal. And if other people got a problem with it, then they could kick rocks. Because honestly, your future is more valuable than that of the haters that are going to come after you. Haters are having anger towards everyone reaching success. Put that on a t-shirt. And you know what the best part about haters is? They're equal opportunity. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. There are going to be people that dislike you for random reasons that mean absolutely nothing in the long term. Now, whether or not Matt Ryan actually deserves his place is irrelevant. Here's the reality. He's earned his spot regardless. He's there. Either love him, hate him, or do whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he's achieved what most people haven't been able to. So, Matt Ryan, good luck in the LA Lakers. I hope that you acclimate to the NBA as best as you possibly can. Don't worry about all the white noise. Just keep doing you, King. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!